Yee! Oh man. Oh man. I mean, where do we even begin, my friends? What a weekend we had this Saturday, you guys. We had UFC 314, Alexander Volkanovski defeating Diego Lopez. Our picks were amazing that we had for our channel, our UFC 314 predictions. And what an amazing performance from Jerome Boots Ennis, you guys. We're going to get into all of it right now, my guys. The first topic that I want to talk about, though, I want to talk about Jerome Boots Ennis, man. One thing that I was thinking about when you want to compare this fight, guys, do you guys remember when Floyd Mayweather Jr. fought against Arturo Gatti in a fight that Gatti should have never fought in the first place, well over his time? That's exactly how this fight looked this Saturday with Jerome Boots Ennis and Stanionis, my friends. I mean, you got Jerome Boots Ennis going in there and looking phenomenal. I mean, his footwork, his jab is just an absolute beauty. But not just that, dude. His speed, he's so fast, you guys. I think anybody he fights, he's always going to have the speed advantage. It doesn't matter who it is. And what a bad performance from Stanionis. I mean, dude, this fight was supposed to be hyped up as Jerome Ennis' toughest fight yet. It wasn't, man. It was the perfect style fight for Jerome Boots Ennis to display his superb boxing skills. You had a guy like Stanionis who was like a punching bag when he was inside that ring. I mean, he got finished. They quit in the 7th round, my friends. 6th round, Boots Ennis was all over him, dropping him. Guys, he is the real deal, my friends. I think we already all knew this. Now he is the IBF and the WBA world champion, my guys. And guess whose ass he's on now? You know he's been wanting to fight Brian Norman Jr., the WBO world welterweight champion of the world. My boy Boots Ennis is trying to chase that undisputed. But, guys, after a performance like that, I mean, even with the payday that they already offered Brian Norman Jr., why would Brian try to take that fight now? It's a guaranteed loss. The man's been dropped before. He knows if he steps in there with a guy like Ennis, man, it's going to be absolutely a cakewalk for Ennis, man. I don't think Brian Norman Jr. really wants to lose his title. He was offered $1.7 million, and they're still making excuses, you guys. You see Eddie Hearn. You see Boots Ennis on his ass saying, grow some balls and fight people. You want to be known for the best. Step up and fight them. You guys, I think Norman Jr. is scared. I think he wants to make a couple more paydays before he tries to do that. It doesn't make sense. Brian, you have the biggest cash bag in front of you. Take it before your time runs out. And what's interesting to me is you also got the WBC welterweight champion who is Mario Barrios. And honestly, Boots Ennis could beat all these guys, my friend. He could beat all these guys. I see him right now as the undisputed champion already, my friends. Guys, Jerome Boots Ennis, man. I absolutely love to watch this guy fight. He was getting clipped in that fight. Don't get me wrong. There was times where Stanionis was hitting him. Defensively, there's times when Ennis is in the pocket and he's not moving around his footwork and everything where he does get clipped. If he faces a guy like Terrence Bud Crawford, which he's not because Crawford is moving up, that would have been an issue, my friends. Guys, I think Ennis is good, man. I think he's good enough to go up and fight Earl Spence Jr. and beat him. Bro, the sky's the limit for Jerome Ennis. If you're a fan of him, like the video. If you're not, it is what it is, you guys. And what about Deontay Wilder, my friends? You guys seen on Ariel Helwani's podcast. It's all over the news already. It's been out for about a week. But Deontay Wilder is making a return, finally. And I really want to get into this, my friends. Now, it's about time. It's about goddamn time that they give Deontay Wilder somebody that he could actually beat, my friends. I love the Bronze Bomber. Hearing that he's coming back to fight against a guy like Tyrell Herndon, I know maybe some fans are pissed off about it. Guys, I'm super hyped up about this. I'm excited. He needs a fight where he could actually win, get back into that satisfying, that happy mood, come back, make a super humongous fight. Dude, he doesn't pose any type of threat to me, my friends. I mean, God, this guy has been finished by Richard Torres Jr. a couple fights ago in the 2nd round. Take a look at that fight. Richard Torres Jr. was all over him, spinning him around. it looked like Tyrell just was not meant to be in that ring with these type of guys. And I'm telling you right now, you guys, if Deontay Wilder comes in here with a little bit of footwork, and just that same style that he's been doing, he just keeps on working with Malik Monk. Guys, he's going to come in here and absolutely sleep Tyrell Herndon. If you're a Bronze Bomber Deontay Wilder fan, get ready, because June is coming, baby. It's Bronze Bomber time. To this day, man, I love Deontay Wilder. I can't wait for that, you guys. You got Jerome Boots Ennis absolutely putting on an amazing performance in boxing this weekend. And then you got the news with Deontay Wilder, man. And if you thought that was it for the weekend, guys, you were mistaken. UFC 314 absolutely lived up to the hype. I mean, you had Paddy the Baddy going in there against Michael Chandler and absolutely demolishing him. He beat the crap out of him, my friends. I'm not talking about a close fight, a 30-27. Guys, I'm talking about 10-8, 10-8. This guy absolutely beat down Michael Chandler, my friends, in a bloody fight. I mean, take a look. Look at this. I mean, Michael Chandler he was getting all over, man. Paddy was all over the guy, absolutely beating him up in the stand-up, the ground game, every single place. Dude, I wasn't going to start right there, but I'm starting with Paddy the Baddy. You guys, every single fight that he fights in, we've always seen was nothing but improvement, man. That fight against Malcolm Gordon a while back ago, man, that's starting to go back into days now. We're starting to forget about that fight because that fight was close. Everybody had their doubts when he fought against Bobby King Green. What did he do? Bro, every single time Paddy the Baddy steps into that ring, he puts on a show. He looks phenomenal. All of the above, man. And Paddy the Baddy, I can't wait. I can't wait to see what's next for him. You guys, the lightweight division is open for a guy like Paddy the Baddy. You got Dustin Poirier, who's supposed to be fighting in June or July in his last fight ever. Could you imagine Paddy the Baddy in that fight against a Dustin Poirier? I mean, God damn. You got the BMF guy, Max Holloway, who's in that division too. Guys, what about Max Holloway versus Paddy the Baddy? Jesus. I mean, I couldn't even fathom thinking about that. It would be an absolute barn salary with Sal pay-per-views up the ass. What about Charles Oliveira versus Paddy? And a guy, I think Paddy could beat Charles. Honestly, I think Paddy the Baddy could beat Charles Oliveira right now, my friends. I'm calling it. Guys, it was a phenomenal card, man. You had Marco Tullio going in there against Trey Songora, the ex-Tough fighter. And Marco Tullio looked like Anderson the Spider Silva in there. I didn't even know who to compare him to. The guy's striking was absolutely phenomenal. Like I said, he looked like Anderson the Spider Silva in there. Every punch, so accurate. Phenomenal combos, phenomenal striking. What a win for a guy like Marco Tullio, my friends. And not just that. What about Dominic Reyes? Guys, we picked him to win that fight, and I was so happy the way he did it. The man goes in there and lands an absolutely perfect, crisp, clean counter, left straight hand. And you guys, Kirilov goes down in an absolutely phenomenal fashion win right there for your boy Dominic Reyes. To see how happy he is from the straight 4 losses that he was on after losing to John Jones in a fight that people thought was beyond close. He then lost 3 in a row. Now he is on a 3-fight win streak, beating Dustin Jacoby, Anthony Smith, and now Kirilov. You guys, who's Dominic Reyes gonna fight next? He said it himself. One more fight and a title shot, my guys. Now, there's a lot of guys he could fight. Jamal Hill, Khalil Rountree are going to be having a fight that's coming up. What if he gets the winners out of them? I don't want to see him fight against Jerry Prohaska again. What about a Carlos Solberg? Not too bad of a fight right there, man. I think that'll be a good fight. I think Carlos Solberg might get it done. But guys, I'm excited to see what happens with Dominic Reyes and who they match him up with next. Alexander Rakic, We're going to see, my friends. I can't wait. But, dude, what about Bryce Mitchell and Gene Silva, man? Now, wow. We knew that was going to happen. You got the fighting nerds. I'm just going to say it right now. Unstoppable, relentless tank of a man. Gene Silva goes in there. It basically just beats up Bryce Mitchell. I mean, the first round was close. Bryce Mitchell had some success in that fight. Guys, before we talk about Bryce Mitchell, I love Bryce Mitchell, man. I know a lot of people have a lot of things to say about him. The man stands for what he believes in. And you got to respect that, you guys. You got to respect that. He goes in there. He's willing to duke it. He's willing to take. He's trying to get the takedown. He's willing to fight like a man. Gene Silva has been knocking out every single person he fights. It's not a surprise, especially Bryce Mitchell coming off losses, my friends. Hey, that's a tough one for Bryce Mitchell, my guys. I think he is going to come back. Possibly they give him an easier fight, hopefully, because he needs to get a win under his belt again. That Kron Gracie win, I mean, come on. I wouldn't even consider that a real win. And before that, he got slept. So, guys, I hope Bryce Mitchell comes back. I hope he wins a fight. And put a good performance from Gene Silva. Dude, this guy could be a future world champion. The fighting nerds. You got Kyle Borralho. Carlos Prates is going to be taking on Ian Gary in the next UFC, which is not this Saturday, but next Saturday. And I already know he's going to be Ian Gary. I'm calling it right now. You got two different in the same area. I believe it's Rio de Janeiro. I got to look up the specific place. They're in the same region. These two Brazilian gyms. Where they train from. You have Ian Gary coming out of, I think, Shuto Box Diego Lima. Then you got with the fighting nerds. I mean, this fight is going to be absolutely amazing. I can't wait for that, you guys. Good win for Gene Silva. And what about La Loco, El Rojo, the Flair Rodriguez? I mean, what he did to Pitbull. Let's go. That's exactly what the UFC needed, just showing that there's levels to this game. I know Patricio Pitbull is a dog, but again, I know this man has lost to guys like A.G. McKee Jr., Benson Henderson in the Bellator. He's always fought in the Bellator. The UFC has just always showed to be a whole different level. And Yair put that on the map on Saturday, my friends. And hey, with Diego Lopez, which we are going to get into right now, with him losing that fight to Volkanovski, you got Guadalajara UFC Noche on what? September 14th, Mexican Independence Day in Guadalajara. Bro, you couldn't ask for a more perfect fight for the Mexican people if you want to give Mexican people a great fight. And for UFC fans, I mean, Yair Rodriguez versus Diego Lopez is fireworks. You already know Yair has beef with Diego. Doesn't like the fact that Diego represents Brazil and Mexico at the same time. I'm excited for that fight. I hope Yair Rodriguez wins that fight if it happens. But I don't know, man. Why? Because Diego Lopez put on a phenomenal performance against Alexander Volkanovski this Saturday, you guys. Hey, Alexander Volkanovski got the win. And honestly, it was an impressive win. It wasn't the Volkanovski that I'm used to seeing where he goes in there and just absolutely outclasses guys. I think time might be catching up to him. I think he has a lot of things going on, but he was still good enough to beat a guy like Diego Lopez. Hey, it wasn't without drama, though. Volkanovski got dropped in the second round, man, and I thought Diego was going to take him out. But Volkanovski showed his true warriorness. I'm glad he won the fight, you guys. No hard feelings. I'm a Volkanovski fan. I love the fact that he took the time off after those 2 straight knockouts, bought a farm, spent some time out there with their family. I think it paid off in this fight. He got a little bit of damage against Diego Lopez, man. I know. A lot of people are calling for him to fight Movsar Evloev. I believe that's the last guy right now in the top 5 that he can fight that I think draws a lot of interest. But I just don't think that fight's going to happen. I see Errol Hawani. I see everybody talking about Movsar Evloev. Movsar was supposed to fight Aaron Pico. We don't know if that's going to happen now. Why would the UFC give Movsar Evloev a title shot when all they're trying to do is dig this guy down to the ground? I mean, they don't care about Movsar Evloev. I think the last thing they want is a champion like that And honestly, he could beat Volkanovski, bro. He could. I think Volkanovski wins that fight, but it is a goddamn close fight. I'm telling you, my friends, that is a close fight. But I think the UFC is stuck in a bubble right now. I don't know what they can do. A lot of different possible matchups. I think that's the best matchup you could go with right there for right now. But guys, Alexander Volkanovski, absolutely phenomenal, man. Absolutely phenomenal. You hear the topic come up. Best featherweight of all time. And it comes up with him and Jose Aldo. You guys, I think with a win like that and regaining his championship fight, I think Alexander Volkanovski now may be considered the greatest featherweight champion of the world. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about that. If Jose Aldo's resume still holds ground till this day against Alexander Volkanovski, my friend. What a weekend we had for UFC 314 in boxing. My name is Alex Ramos. Subscribe to the channel. And guys, join up, man. Hit the membership. Join up. It's 99 cents, my friend. Hey, it's $1 a month, guys. I'm not asking for much. Really, I'm not asking for nothing, man. It's just to help donate the channel, help the channel keep going, keep on growing, you guys. Keep getting us where we need to be, my friends. And I would truly, truly appreciate it, my guys, for reals, man. I mean, it's all love for boxing and MMA addicts. If you're here watching right now, I love you, my friends. I can't wait to see you live this Saturday for boxing. And for next Saturday, Ian Gary versus Carlos Prates. We will be dropping our prediction video tomorrow for that. So get ready, because things is about to get heavy, my friends. My name is Alex Ramos. This is the MMA and Boxing Addicts channel, and I'm out.